I just finished public school, I'll tell you why it's great. Waking up at 6 a.m. to pledge allegiance to the state. Yeah, it's true. I got my public school blues.
Something that really baffled me for many years, political versus private or personal critical thinking and emotional intelligence. So there are these people, I see them all the time out there in the real world, and they have these five senses, and they use them in their, let's focus on their professional lives. They use them to take in information, and then they process that information and label it in a way that's accurate and functional, and then they integrate it. They remove contradictions, and eventually it gets to a point where their understanding is such that they can explain or teach it to others what they've assimilated through this, accurate interface with objective reality. And then the very same people who, are using what's often called critical thinking or the trivium in their private lives or their professional lives will move into their political lives, their public lives, and they will say something like, we need the government because people are just incapable of making most of the really important decisions that affect their lives. They can't do that. And then within 2 minutes, they will say that government itself is just and under control because it's chosen by those people. It's so freaking weird, right? Because that's like a huge contradiction. So there's the hodgepodge, right? There's the hodgepodge that you described. People just throwing together things they've heard, not because they're dumb, but they're going into this emotional defense. And this is where it gets really tricky, right?
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that being intelligent does not really spare you from. Like, right. You don't not fall for this because you're intelligent.
Yeah, because it's a faith-based indoctrination thing that's pounded into their heads that they don't believe as a result of thinking and logic and evidence. They're just told that it is so. And they in their daily lives, they seem to make sense. They seem to be able to live their lives. But it also shows the religious nature of the belief in government, because really what it boils down to, now they won't word it this way because then it'll sound as ridiculous as it is, but really what it boils down to is saying, I don't trust people. People are untrustworthy and unpredictable, and some of them are malicious. So my solution is to take some of those people, and not even the average ones, some of those people, the ones that we all know are crooked liars, and give them permission to violently control and rob the rest of us as a solution to solve the problem of the fact that some human beings are nasty or untrustworthy. We're going to take some of them, some of the most untrustworthy around, give them permission to violently control us all, and that will protect us from the untrustworthiness of mankind.
Public school, you keep me in good mental health, 'cause without you, I'd have to think